Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Silverwood, come join the fun. Thrills and spills that'll make you scream. Silverwood, come join the fun. Silverwood, come join the fun.
Well, hey there. Thanks so much for joining the fun this week. It's another episode of the Silverwood Show podcast. I'm your host, Sara Jean. I'm here with Jordan Carter. He is the marketing and entertainment director here at Silverwood. And we've got a fun guest this week that we pulled directly out of the park.
I know. I feel a little bad about it.
I do
but
too.
I think he secretly loved it.
I think so too. Because how often do you get to be on the Silverwood Show podcast?
Yes.
I mean, it was his first podcast, right? It's going to be his first podcast. And so we've got Chris Pettey here. And he is from Roller Coaster Alley. Any roller coaster enthusiast out there probably have heard of that. It's a very popular blog, especially amongst our Silverwood fans. That's been around for quite a while.
It has.
Yeah. Chris is going to probably be giving us fact checks on things that we say because he knows a lot. So
He does know a lot. And I mean, he's been coming here since Tremors opened.
Yeah, I think he said 99. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited to have him on the show and give a little insight to kind of their world and how it relates to us.
Yeah, and how he's watched this park change and kind of morph into something different over the years, something bigger and better. So that is coming up in the big drop, but let's kick things off with the Park Pulse.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Park Pulse.
Okay, I told you, Jordan, you get to bring back the pulse of the park because
I'm pulsing the park.
Yeah, I'm just pulsing as I walk through the park in the heat. So, yeah.
Well, the one thing that I have is coming soon, just really starting to get the word out there that July 18th is Scarywood. my paper fell, but I'll get it in a little bit. You're fine. You don't have. She's gonna. Okay, July 18th, Scarywood applications open to be a haunter. So
okay,
that is a big deal.
That is a big deal.
And just to kind of give some insight on that date, we actually do what we call a Midsummer Scream for our past year haunters.
Oh.
And they get to come out to the park and we show like a movie and we get to tell them everything that's new for this year. So it's super fun for them.
Do I get to go?
Yeah, because you're a haunter. Sure. Come on out.
When is it?
July 18th.
Okay, nice.
But
what time?
It's in the evening.
Okay, after the park closes.
No, but
okay.
it's in the Main Street Theater.
Okay.
So
okay, fun.
Yeah, so
nice.
and then our food and beverage team gets us like food and all that stuff. But it's a really fun event for us to really kick off the Halloween season in July.
Yeah, I was literally just telling Jordan today as we were walking through Country Carnival how I miss the clowns just running and scaring and the smell of cotton candy.
Do you think you would have ever said that in your life?
No.
Previous
Prior
last year,
to becoming Fruity Pebbles, no, absolutely
no,
not.
because you were scared of clowns.
I was terrified. And now I'm like...
No, like dreaming of clowns as I walk through the games.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are you?
I know. Thanks, Jordan. You brought out like my inner...
Monster.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
love
what
it.
I do.
Yeah,
that's what I get paid to do.
And you do a good job at it.
Thank you.
So because we're ready for Scarywood. We're already gearing up and getting excited, and I almost felt like a crispness in the air today.
Yeah, it is more chilly today, but it's going to go away.
Yeah, it's going to go away. But it immediately makes me think of Scarywood.
I know. But we want the summer here longer.
We're going to also talk to Chris about Scarywood a little bit too, right? Because he's a Scarywood fanatic.
Yeah, he's been since the beginning, longer than us.
Okay, so we'll definitely have to ask him about that. So,
and
what else is pulsing?
Well, also just like the park is after 4th of July, we get into really kind of like the prime season and our tourist season. So really excited for the tourism just to pick up in the area and also at the park. And just to see the faces that get to experience Eagle Hunt maybe for the first time and Tremors for the first time with the new upgrade.
Yeah.
On that, we also have a new video that we have probably coming out soon.
Oh, that's
of
right.
us riding Tremors. So I know we've been talking about it for
We've
a couple weeks now.
We've been talking about it for a while, but there has been a lot that's had to go into this.
Yes, it's a detailed video. Let's just put the first cut was like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it is awesome. It's so awesome. And you guys are going to get a chance to vote on who actually won this competition, right? On social.
Spoiler alert, it's me.
It is not you. No, you guys, Team Sarah.
No.
Yeah, I'm little Mr. Competitive over here.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No.
I win because what is that?
What is that? Who's the winner?
Jordan.
No. The fact that you still have that on a hotkey right now
for sure.
is amazing to me. No. It is my 1 year anniversary next week. This week, whatever. It's my 1 year anniversary. Therefore, Sarah gets to win.
Congratulations.
That's my prize.
No.
Anyway, we'll stop talking about it. Actually show you guys one of these days, but it's coming out real soon. Final cut.
Yeah.
Almost there.
We're getting close.
Don't ever play that again.
No, you're like, what is that?
Am I kicking you out of the park, Pulse? Because you just flatlined with me. So I think,
Mail train.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
On to the mail train. You guys still writing in, and we love it. Always getting those emails, always getting those great messages through silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast, or you can email us at podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com. So let's go to some of these great questions. Jessica Everhart wants to know if Timber Terror is going to go backwards for the month of September for last weekends of opening. Yes, Jordan.
We'll see.
Okay, why?
Well, it typically does, but there's other plans right now that are in the works that might change how that happens as far as like September being that date. More to come.
Okay. Do we have suspenseful music to go with that?
Yes.
Okay. You
Here-
do? He actually
yes, here it
does.
comes.
He's looking. Okay. If that says Jordan again, I swear.
Jordan.
He just likes hearing his own name. Oh my gosh. The look of joy on his face. If you're listening to this and not watching it, oh my, what am I going to do with you? Okay, I'm moving on. Jessica, just don't even listen to him. We'll let you know soon. Kathleen Rahil, she didn't walk in, but she did write in. And she wants to know how long, this is actually great, how long can I be in the lazy river? I'm a teacher and I need to decompress.
That's a good question.
How long can you?
Well,
is there a time limit?
It opens at 11.
Okay.
If you are ready to go, you could get in there probably in the first 30 to a minute if you're the first person in line. So you're looking at 11:01 floating.
Okay.
You could probably stay in there until 7 o'clock.
Okay. So that's a good 8-hour day.
That is a good 8-hour day.
That is a great 8-hour day.
Well,
that's one way to
no,
decompress.
so technically the time would be 7 hours and 59 minutes of floating.
Yeah.
Please get out if you have to use the restroom.
Yes, please. Or if you turn into a complete prone.
Yeah.
Or
that'd
maybe,
be a long time.
Yeah, and let's limit our Jamaican me crazy drinks as well while we're in there. Sunshine, Jamaican me crazy.
Yeah, you can't really get food, but you can get drinks.
You can get lots of drinks. That's a lot of laps.
But technically, probably 7 hours and 59 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So there's your answer, Kathleen. We really hope to see you out here. And if you do decide to come out here and do that, we
Please
would
let
love
us
to
know.
get video of that.
Yeah.
So
not the whole
our next
7 hours
competition,
and 59 minutes.
will it float?
Float.
Will it float?
Float until you don't.
Yeah. Float until you don't. We're just marketing over here. Don't mind us. All right, Kathleen, good luck with that and enjoy your summer, girl. And then Sarah McCann wants to know, we had some great questions this week. How can I discreetly pick a water slide wedgie? No, this is a thing though, y'all. And if anybody has ever ridden a water slide here, you know that that's the thing. You get
Specifically
out.
Velocity Peak.
Yeah, and those shorts or that bikini bottom is not where it was when you first started. So, what's the best way, Jordan? Do you think to discreetly pick a wedgie?
In my opinion,
Jordan's got this down to an
in
art, by
my
the way.
opinion,
Yeah.
I think it's to stay seated in the slide
Okay.
and do a little like shimmy back and forth
Okay.
and like just
Yeah.
maybe put
shimmy it out a
yeah,
little bit.
See that should get most of it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And
But
then
if you're a guy in
but
shorts, though.
But then as you're
Yeah.
standing up, like fix your shorts and discreetly do it at the same time. Because for guys, it's I think probably easier.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Because
girls,
you can't really
it's-
tell what's going on.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I'm going to tell the girls this. These day and age, the way that swimsuits are covering booties,
Well.
no one's going to notice anyway. But you got to do the slide, like kind of like you're wiping the water off your butt as you stand up
okay.
and just kind of slow, just
Well, that's
quick,
why I think
one
you
quick
just.
thing.
I think keeping just seated and fixing it while you're sat down.
Sitted down?
Sitted.
Yeah.
Sat down. Sit
I don't know,
down.
because then it looks like you're like fidgeting.
Who
with
cares? No one can
something.
see anything. It's you're rather than standing up and like,
Yeah.
well, look what she got.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, I think we're divided.
Here's another thing, though, ladies. Let me just tell you this because we've had this in previous episodes as well with some of our friends from local in Seattle. But just make sure that they fit because I went on eagle hunt here a few weeks ago and I didn't realize that I do not have the same body that I had last time, which is a good thing. I'm smaller, not bigger, but I'm smaller. But that means my swimsuit didn't fit quite as well. And after you've been in the water all day, swimsuits get bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then the last thing you want is the opposite to happen and completely just lose
Yeah,
it
that's true.
altogether.
Well,
so,
I think that's for the guys. Double knot.
Yeah.
Double knot
Double
those
knot
babies.
for the guys. And girls, if you have a tie bikini bottom, double knot that too,
Okay.
if you can.
Just solving the world's problems.
I know. Look at us picking wedgies and all the things. So thanks, Sarah McCann. That's a great question. And I want to give away some money.
Okay.
And some tickets.
And tickets.
Yeah.
Let's do both.
I mean, tickets too. But yeah, I'm really hoping somebody gets the new sounder this week. So let's play a little game with this week's loyal listener. Spin that wheel. Let's find a number.
We have a winner.
We have a winner, number 264. Let's give him a call.
Hello?
Hey, Melissa. This is Sara and Jordan from the Silverwood Show podcast here at Silverwood Theme Park. How are you?
Good, how are you?
We're
We're
great. We wanted to give you a call because we're just feeling super generous today and give you a pair of tickets to Silverwood.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so
Welcome.
welcome. What are you up to today?
We are actually in the car. I just pulled over, but we are heading to some friend's house for 4th of July.
Nice, nice. Doing a little celebration, as you should. Yes, we're working. We're working on a holiday over here. So pre-recording some stuff so that we can get that out after the holiday's done. But hey, want to play a little game with us really quick while we've got you pulled over to win some Silverwood cash?
Sure.
All right. We're going to do a little game of true or false with you, okay? I'm going to give you 5 statements, and each one is either true or false. And if you get it right, you get $5. And then at the end of that,
For each
Jordan,
one.
for
For
each
each
one,
one, you
for
get
each
$5.
one. So upwards of $25. And then Jordan's got a new sounder this week.
Got a new soundbite.
So he's going to play a soundbite for you. And if you guess that, it's how much more?
50.
$50 more. So you
Yes.
could win up to $75 in Silverwood cash. Are you ready?
Awesome. I'm ready.
All right, let's get this started. Your first statement. Silverwood is the largest theme park in the Pacific Northwest.
True.
Correct. She's
Easy.
got
That was
$5.
confident.
That was confident. Yes, exactly. Okay. Number 2. Silverwood sits on over 400 acres.
True.
2 for
She's
2.
got $10 in the bank. All right, number 3. There have been multiple Sasquatch sightings at Silverwood.
Absolutely true.
That's what we like to hear.
She's been on the train.
Yes, she is. Okay, $15 in the bank. Next up, the bird in the magic show is a toucan.
True.
Macaw.
Macaw. That is Gypsy
That is
the
okay.
macaw. But it's kind of, didn't there used to be a
There-
toucan way back in the
Back
day?
in 2011,
Yeah.
there was a toucan.
So it was kind of a trick
Yeah,
question.
but
So,
back.
Yeah, way back in the day. Okay, one more true or false, and that is the Roaring Creek Log Flume is one of the original attractions of Country Carnival.
True.
All
True.
right,
4
$20.
for $5.
I like it.
Okay.
And we've got a brand new sounder for you this week. So go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah,
Explain that to her.
so this new soundbite is an attraction either in Boulder Beach or Silverwood. So we're going to play a little clip, and then we'll have you guess what ride you think this is. So here it comes.
Okay.
What ride do you think that is?
The log fume. Log fume.
You got it. We need to do the hard.
Ooh,
Good job.
very nice. That's awesome. Hey, and I didn't even know that, so I didn't actually do
No,
the
I know you
subliminal
didn't.
messaging on that because he's not telling me
I'm not
anymore
telling you,
because he
yeah.
thinks I keep giving them away. So you just got
$70
$70 on top of your pair of tickets, and I'm going to be leaving those at will call for you. I'll give you a call and let you know all about that when we get off the phone. But yeah, so when's your next visit?
Hopefully soon.
We sure hope
That's a great answer.
Well, you go enjoy your afternoon, get back on the road, drive safely, safe travels, and we'll be seeing you at the park.
Thank you so much. Happy 4th.
Happy
you
4th.
too.
Have a good
Bye.
one. Bye.
Surprise, we're recording this on the 4th of July.
Surprise.
Surprise.
It's okay.
Well, I'm unfortunately going to be gone next week, so we
Yes.
had to get it done early.
yes,
This is the
Jordan's
last
leaving
day,
me
and
in charge.
a little bit of a vacation. So,
Right?
no.
No, not leaving me in charge.
No.
Leaving Amanda in charge.
You guys watch
Amanda's
over
in charge.
this.
Yeah. Producer Amanda's in charge next week. We're just going to record like 5 podcasts. While you're
Oh,
gone.
yeah. Let's do that.
Let's do that. So, anyways, you're going to miss Jordan, but you're not going to miss Jordan because he's technically going to be on the show next week, even though he's not here.
Truth.
And
Well-
he's going to go visit the Lake Osoyoos monster.
Yes.
Ogo Pogo.
Hopefully I don't see that. I bring my friend Sasquatch with me.
Yes. There you go. See? Perfect. Well, also, Jordan, can I just mention that you did a great job yesterday?
Yes, you can.
Jordan was Dynamite Dan on the train. So anybody that's been on the train has seen our wonderful train performance in Robbery. And everybody loves Dynamite Dan. And that character is really Jordan to a T. So
I think so.
yeah.
And it's like deep down,
Yeah.
I can channel my own Dynamite
Dan. So yeah. with
Yeah, if you happen to
stunts
be
and
out here on the
everything.
3rd at the 2:00 show,
Mhm. That was Jordan.
that was me. That was
But
fun.
you might be seeing more of him. So
We'll
that's
see.
definitely not
It
going to
was
be the
fun.
last
It's
time.
always
So,
fun. It's super fun to get to interact with the crowd and be able to perform with our amazing performers
Yeah.
already. I'm excited to do more of that. But I also just love to watch them too.
Yeah. We have the best teams.
We sure do.
I mean, phenomenal teams. So you can go check out, if you're not following our entertainment crew, you know, you can on social media at Silverwood Entertainment. Get to kind of know
Yeah.
your Ranger Rosies and your Dynamite Dans and all of that. So, but what do you say? Should we grab Chris, bring him in here and grill him about the park?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
The Big Drop.
And we are back with this week's very special guest. And, you know, he's sitting here feeling like he shouldn't be here. But we kind of really honor you and your knowledge, especially when it comes to roller coasters. So we've got
Yes.
Chris Pettey from Roller Coaster Alley. Now, this is a blog that is,
Silverwood,
Yeah.
unofficial blog.
Yeah.
I mean, how long have you been doing this blog?
Okay, so we started in either January or February of 2001.
okay.
So almost
So,
25 years.
There you
now.
go.
Yes.
I mean, he probably knows more about Silverwood than we do.
Mm,
No, he
Yes,
guaranteed
yep.
he does.
maybe.
There's no
Especially
maybe
the
there.
early days.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
But how long have you been visiting Silverwood?
So me personally, my first visit was 99.
Okay.
So when Tremors opened.
Okay.
That was my first year.
Is that what brought you here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wanted to experience Trevor's.
And Mike's first year was a while before that. It was 93 or 94. It was whenever Thunder Canyon opened. That was the new ride.
93. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
we should mention Mike.
Yes.
Because he's not here and
Yes.
he's missing out today. So tell us about Mike.
So Mike's my older brother, oldest brother. He's the brains behind the operation. The whole thing was his idea initially to start the website. And he does most of the writing and things like that. But he's been on way more roller coasters than me, been to more theme parks than me, and you're unfortunately getting the lesser half of Roller Coaster Alley.
Not even.
But yeah, he's a great guy, and it's too bad he couldn't be here. Maybe next time. I guess.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can always do the other half.
Yeah, we wish we had a cardboard cutout. We could just
Yeah.
put right there. But yeah,
Video call,
yeah,
But we've been doing this together for almost 25 years now. It's hard to believe it
Wow.
when I'm saying that. So
What got you guys so interested in roller coasters? Where did this all begin?
we've always been theme park and roller coaster geeks ever since I can remember, and really it was more him forcing me to go on rides when I was little.
Yeah.
Right. So I kind of didn't have a choice, but he got me hooked on him just like he is, and so we went to Disneyland lots of times as kids, of course, and so then when Tremors opened, he'd been telling me, you got to get to Silverwood at some point. You got to get up there. Like they've got some new things that they've added since I went there, and even when I went, it was still really fun. So finally, we just were like, all right, we got to go. This year they got another new roller coaster. Let's go check it out. And so that was kind of the start of our love of Silverwood all those years ago.
Yeah.
We've still got the picture of both he and me, and I think I put it up on one of our recent posts.
Yeah.
From 1999 on one of our first rides on Tremors.
That's awesome. So, but you came yesterday and you rode
New
the new
Tremors.
new Tremors, Tremors 2.0, dare we say?
Yes.
Does it feel like the 99 Tremors?
No, not at all.
A little different, huh?
Yeah. Tell us your experience.
Yeah.
So it was, well, if you've been following us for any length of time, you know we've been kind of always wishing for Millennium Flyer trains on that ride. Mm-hmm. Probably from 99,
I think you were the first.
2000.
Yeah.
We were
Probably,
like, that would be so great to get those trains on that roller coaster someday, and here we are all these years later with it. So it surpassed my expectations.
Really?
It was everything that I wanted it to be. So
That's huge coming from you.
So not only that, but then also getting the whole RMC treatment across the whole thing. I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
Do you consider it a wood coaster anymore?
Oh, geez, that's a question for Roller Coaster Database, not me. I think I would probably still put it in there, but I think the true geeks would say it's technically steel now.
Yeah,
but
right.
Either way, it's Tremors, right?
Yeah,
and it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's I mean so smooth.
So smooth. Did it feel faster to you?
It felt the same as it always has, speed wise.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say the line felt faster.
Yes, that's
the
true.
throughput
Honestly,
for
that
sure.
was almost the best part. I was like, we didn't have to wait at all. We just got right up there, and train pulled out, and another one pulls in, and
I think the longest we've had as far as waits was not even coming back around the corner for, and we haven't had to go back and forth with the queue line. So that's what we wanted.
It's exactly what we wanted.
That's what we wanted too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what everybody wanted.
So
yeah, now I mean the only thing left to do is
Timber Tear.
Timber Tear.
I was going to ask. I was going to say, do I dare ask the question of when is Timber Terror going to be?
It's been talked about.
It's
been talked about. I don't have a date, but it's been talked about.
Yeah.
I think with the success of Tremors, I would be not surprised if it's far behind.
Yeah.
I'll just put that out there.
So how has the response been from geeks like me or one thing, but what about just the general public? Are they
so good?
Oh yeah, I think everybody that we've talked to has just been unbelievably impressed with not only because the two train. I mean, that's probably what people mostly feel is just the wait times and all the efficiency and all that kind of stuff that the new trains allow, especially because it doesn't have seatbelts, so that takes out another whole check up and down.
Yeah.
But the smoothness.
I mean, for someone like me, I wouldn't ride it before. It was terrifying to me. And so getting on it and not only being able to ride it once, but multiple times in a row, and it just got funner.
Yeah.
More fun.
More
every
fun.
single time. Yeah.
Yeah, we rode it
really
8 times in a row without getting off because we were doing a little video.
Which you're really going to enjoy.
Yeah,
folks,
that should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Where we did everyday tasks on Tremors to show how smooth it is.
Yeah.
So we ate ice cream.
Jordan put on makeup.
We put makeup on.
Oh wow.
We tied ties. We juggled.
We did word
We
search.
attempted to juggle. We drew. It was all fun. But
Yeah.
that's where we went with it. Do not try that at home.
Do not try it at
Yeah.
home, but we were successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
True.
mean, and that's what's crazy. You could not have done any of that on Tremors
Before. Yeah.
at all. So
What going back to like the early days, what do you remember as being like your favorite thing that has potentially changed to 2025?
Ooh, that's a good question. Thing that's changed. Well, aside from Tremors, you mean?
Yeah, aside from Tremors.
Oh, what? Let's see. The water park has just gotten better and better every year. I mean, we remember the first year it opened, of course, and how crowded it was and everything, and how popular it was. So the fact that it's so huge now, that's great. I'm personally a big fan of Scarywood, so I've loved seeing how that's grown over the years. I remember the first year of that and how that's changed.
That's changed a lot since
Yes.
the first year.
Right.
Yes. I'll never forget the train ride that first
Oh
year.
yeah.
that was interesting.
those were the
I'm
days.
sure it was.
Those were the
Yes,
days. Yes. Are you coming back this year?
Oh yeah, always,
good, good.
always. Yep.
Well, we're
So,
excited. It's gonna be bigger and better.
Bigger and badder.
sure.
That's yeah.
Mhm.
We're working
We got
on it.
some
We're working
things
on it.
in-
All right,
in
yeah.
store for you. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great time.
Ice show back in the day.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, I think I only saw it once or twice, but it was impressive. when
Yeah,
they
that's
had
all
it.
I've heard is you missed the ice show. I never saw it.
Yeah.
But I've heard from everybody that how great it was.
Mhm.
I do believe I saw it as a little girl, and I think what I know now versus what I didn't know then, just that these were like Olympian
Yeah, they're
skaters. I
professionals.
mean, these were really
Yeah.
Mhm.
incredible skaters. These just weren't some random, that.
yeah.
It was-
It's incredible. I wish I would have known that then.
It was similar to the
So,
magic show. Like you
yeah.
go into it not really expecting that it's going to,
Yeah.
something out here in the middle of northern Idaho. You're like, well, it'll be fun, but then you watch it and it's like, wow, that was really impressive.
So did you see the new magic show this
Not
year?
yet. We're going today.
Okay,
So,
as long as you're going today, I won't
Yes.
spoil it for you, but be prepared. The aerialists are just
okay.
phenomenal.
They are great.
They are so good. It's made all the world of difference, and so yeah, you're really going to enjoy that. So see if
we
you can get in the
do
front.
not miss the magic show ever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a must.
That's a must. What are some other like must dos for you? What are the top must dos?
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, all the entertainment usually. So
Mm-hmm.
the train, the magic show, those are the things that are always really impressive. Getting on all the coasters, of course. I really like the log ride and Thunder Canyon, all the
Yeah.
the big water rides. The kids love those too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are always the things that we have to do. And then my kids would tell you the wave pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their like go to in the water park. They love that. So.
They're like they're gonna
Yeah.
stay in there until they get all wrinkly fingered and
Mhm.
all that stuff.
yeah.
What's a favorite memory from the past 25 years?
Oh wow. Well, let's see. The first time going with my brother was definitely a big one for sure. And then taking my at the time she was my fiance for the first time. It was the weekend that we got engaged, and we came up here. I took her to Silverwood for I think it was her second visit, but the last time she'd been was when she was really little, so she
Gotcha.
hadn't seen anything new there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was her first time seeing me on roller coasters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was an interesting experience for her, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, good thing to get engaged before that.
yeah.
So are you more of a screamer or more of a silent like?
Oh, I scream always.
Top of your lungs.
I mean, not out of fear, but just
excitement.
Yeah, excitement.
Yeah, enjoy. So
She was laughing at me the whole time. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Get used to this."
Yeah, right. This is happening for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
how is she on coasters?
She likes them too.
Yeah. So that's
Not as much of a nerd as me, but
Yeah.
she still likes them.
yeah,
So
that's a great combo there.
From like the roller coaster alley perspective, is there any moments that stand out that have to do with like the blog that might have just that are memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life?
And you're giving me a lot of good questions here.
I'll try.
Let's see.
Yeah. Put you on the spot a little bit.
Well, I remember when we started, and there wasn't a lot of stuff happening with the park at the time. And so when Boulder Beach was finally starting to be constructed and we had something to like report on,
Yeah, right.
that was exciting. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, we have pictures we can post, and we can, contact Screamscape and have them link to our site and say
Cool.
we just posted it. So that was fun. Trying to think. I think when we finally broke through and got to talk to someone from marketing all those years ago and got to do an interview, I think that was 2005 when Joanne was here, and Nancy. So we got to talk to them. That was pretty cool, the first time getting to talk to them.
Yeah.
And then I think probably the biggest memory was when we interviewed Gary a long time ago. That's obviously been a while, but that was a really cool conversation.
Special, yeah.
What was that like? What did you take from that as far as like his perspectives?
I had just read his book prior to interviewing him.
That was my next question. Is
Yeah.
if you'd read the book. So
I did read the book. Yeah, I read it a couple times actually.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
great,
good.
great
It's
story.
really good.
But just after reading that and then talking to him, it's just, he has such a unique vision for how he wants things to be, and the fact that he focuses so much on quality as opposed to anything else, any other metric. He knows if you make it the best you can make it, then people will come. It's kind of that if you build it, he will come. Kind of. But yeah, I took that from the book and from talking to him that's really what he believes makes Silverwood a place people want to come back to, is that it's consistently, topping out on quality across the board.
Absolutely. And I think that's what we hear from him all the time is like consistency. It doesn't matter what day you come. It doesn't matter how much income you have, as far as like, you're not going to pay for a better experience. Everybody coming here is getting a very consistent quality experience. I definitely ditto that.
Yeah. And it does. It makes all the difference because everybody feels equal here and everybody feels, the same thing.
That's what we want.
Yeah. You don't have one person that's reading one review where this person got to do this, vice versa. So he puts so much love into it.
Yeah. You guys on the blog have like a visitor guide that you guys bring out. What are your top tips from that visitor guide that you would share with others who are thinking about coming up to the park?
Get here early.
Yes. Good one.
And there's really no reason not to, with the park opening at 11. That's what I say in the article. It's like, this isn't Disneyland. It doesn't open at 8 a.m. You don't have to get up super early to be here on time. So get here early. I think depending on, what you're planning to do, especially if you're doing the water park on a hot day, you really got to be here early for that. So that's probably my biggest tip. You get so much done in the first hour or two of a day at any theme park just because people don't show up on time.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy.
Or staying late, close the park down if you can. You get the best experience that way.
Yeah.
I like saving the train usually for later in the evening. One of the memories I have from a very long time ago, I don't know if you guys remember Steamer, the guy that used to do the train.
Yeah.
There was one time we rode the very last train of the night, and the sun was going down, and it was just the most beautiful thing I'd seen out here. And instead of continuing with his normal spiel, he just said, "You know what? I'm just gonna turn off the microphone and let everybody just enjoy this ride through while the sun's going down." And he got I think he played an instrument or something while we were going on that ride, and it was just so serene and nice and everything. So I try to do the train towards the evening to see the sunset. That's kind of a nice thing to do. Those are probably the things that come to mind off the top of my head. But yeah.
I mean, we might need to put that one in our back pocket and be like,
that's
just for you, we're going to do this, but do it every time there's a nice sunset.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. What is one thing you would, if you were Gary Norton, what would you love to see at the park? What is something that you think either Silverwood needs or just like from a personal want that you would enjoy?
Well, I mean, I would have said put Millennium Flyers on Tremors.
Check.
Okay. All right, so we're on the right track.
Oh, that is, you think about that all the time, and then it's like you get put on the spot, and I'm like, well, what would I do?
I know.
You guys have got a lot of good roller coasters, so it's hard to say, well, we put more big rides in or put another big coaster in. Entertainment across the board is good. The water park's got a lot of solid offerings. What would I do next? Well, probably do Timber Terror.
Yeah, right.
The same way as Tremors.
Yeah.
I've always, I guess my dream ride, if I was to just do whatever I could out here is a B&M Flyer or a B&M Wing Coaster out in the woods.
In the woods, what would you call that ride? Or like what would the theme of that ride be? Maybe not a name.
I don't know. Eagle hunt.
Hey,
Taken.
for the ones of us that aren't quite
No, I
as
don't know.
knowledgeable, can you explain what that is?
A B&M wing coaster?
Yeah.
So think of a coaster. The track is in the center.
Okay.
And you're sitting off to the right and left of that track.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's a number of them out there if you want to go
Okay.
take a look.
Yeah,
but
I will. Absolutely.
I've always wanted something like that too. The
Yeah.
one thing I've thought about is a launched wing coaster dueling on Main Street lawn and have it be called Dogfight and have it very themed with like
That would
the
be
aerial.
cool. Yeah.
Why not? Let's just do it, right? Let's.
Can we do a dark ride too while we're at it?
I know a dark ride would be nice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
if I was Gary.
You would put a dark ride in.
Yeah.
What would your theme of your dark ride
Absolutely.
be?
I want to get abducted by aliens.
Here?
You said if it was my dark ride, not Gary's.
Yes.
No, okay, if I was Gary.
If you were
though.
here,
if I
yes.
was Gary and it was a dark ride.
You know the theme of the
Ooh,
park.
I
is
mean, obviously.
a trip to yesteryear.
You know, we're going through the mountains and it's cold and gosh, Sasquatch and some of the mountain creatures are going to come and eat you.
Okay.
What's the big icy creature that lives in the mountains?
So you're basically describing the Matterhorn.
Mm-hmm. Without the roller coaster.
I don't know
Without
if
the
I've
roller
been on-
coaster.
Where's the Matterhorn at? Have I been there?
Disneyland.
I don't know if I've
Wow.
been on it.
For everybody listening, I apologize for the
sorry.
ignorance that was just spoken.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say. That is,
Hey, I haven't got a lot of outside of Silverwood theme
right.
park experience
That's okay.
because I don't need to go anywhere else because Silverwood's so
Well,
awesome.
guess what? That was if that ride didn't exist, that would have been a genius idea. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But Pacific Northwesty.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, you could get a
scary
Sasquatch.
grizzly bears.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. So scary.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
What else is scary? In the
I mean,
dark?
Sasquatch and all that stuff would be fun in the dark.
Yeah.
I think a Sasquatch hunt would be awesome.
I
I
think
mean, we
that
already do
would
it
be
on the train a
fun.
little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But cold.
You're like an
I
interactive
picture
dark
a
ride.
yeah,
cold.
that's what I
Yeah.
would love is to have like some sort of interactive gamification element
Ooh, okay.
of it. Because I mean, honestly, one of my
Yeah.
favorite dark rides is like the Toy Story Mania, and, because it is a shooting element and it uses 3D screens, and it always has a line. Like, why does it always have a line? Is because people want to beat
Yeah.
their score.
Is that like the spider one?
That's
Spider-Man
it's similar.
One? Yeah,
similar.
okay.
That one
Where you
uses a
have
little
to-
bit different techniques,
Okay.
but
Isn't there a Star Wars one like that too? One of the Star Wars ones is like
the
a game.
Millennium Falcon one,
Yeah.
kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. Not,
Okay.
not the
Not
the
the
same.
Not
same.
quite the same.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I would love to have
Yeah.
that sort of shooting
That
option.
interactive.
Maybe
That would be
tranquilize
cool.
options. We're not shooting Sasquatch, but
Yeah.
for research.
Maybe you just capture him in his net.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have like a
just
net
net
you're
him.
shooting.
Yeah. Net him.
Just net him.
You could be.
I think we just solved it.
Yeah, exactly. You could be the bad guys on the train for a day, and there you go. So.
How about moving into Scarywood?
Ooh,
What's your? I mean, I assume. What's your favorite attraction? What's your favorite haunt
Favorite haunt? Oh, boy.
over the years? Over the
ever?
Oh, well, the train.
train
I
back
mean,
was
Yeah.
There was nothing like that, I don't think, ever before or since.
Zombiewood Express.
Anywhere. I mean, that was truly unique. I mean, I get why we couldn't keep doing it, but
Yeah.
you know, and you know, Nick's natural home is on the stage right there, so that worked just fine. But yeah, that was, if I had to pick one over the years, that'd probably be the one I'd say was by far the best, just because of how unique it was. There was just nothing like that anywhere.
Yeah, very unique. And for those listening, the Zombiewood Express was the train hunting zombies on the train going out, and it's very. If you've ridden the train, similar to that, except for not kid friendly and shooting zombies.
Yeah. With like machine guns.
Yeah, and the reason why we actually ended up having to get rid of it is because it got so popular that when people would get in, and it was the first attraction you saw, they would get in line, and we'd have to shut down the line probably 30 minutes into people showing up because it was going to be a 3-4 hour wait for them to get on. Because that train
We only
runs
have one train.
we have one train, and it runs 30 minutes at best
Yeah.
to get back and then to load and all that kind
Literally
of stuff.
nothing else we could do.
So even though it was, extremely unique attraction, we did get a lot of complaints about it because we're like, I didn't do anything else besides the train. Yeah.
Hey, that was your choice.
What else?
And it
What
was
else
worth
about
it.
Scarywood?
Oh, let's see. I think theming wise, Blood Bayou's pretty hard to top.
Totally.
I mean, that's been. I remember when that opened the first year and just how, I guess especially compared to the previous year, that was the very first year of Scarywood. So that just was a huge step up in quality.
Yeah.
And that was still. Every time I go through it, I'm reminded of like, wow, I forgot how impressive this is.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a while.
I know.
Yeah.
It's, we were just talking the other day about just like the longevity of our haunts.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's another park or at least of our size that holds on to their haunts as long as we do.
Yeah, there's usually a lot more turnover.
Yeah.
But when you have a good one like Blood Bayou, I mean, that's
it's not
Gary's,
broke, don't
Gary's
fix
favorite,
it. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So, and it's still every year. Every year, it is the number one haunt that we have based off surveys. So
yeah.
Why get rid of
And
it?
it's still just as scary as it was that first year because I remember that same thing, walking into it that first year and being like, this is in North Idaho. This is crazy to me. And that guy comes down, he's scary over the top of you. And you're like, wow, this is not the haunted house I went to. Like,
no,
down the
town
road
over.
Yes,
Yeah,
totally.
This is so not the same thing. And walking through that thing, and it's my favorite. I just absolutely love it,
How have you seen Scarywood evolve?
Yeah.
Maybe not from the first year, but maybe from year two.
Yeah.
from year two.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's gotten a lot bigger. I think, each year you guys seem to just kind of hone in on the best parts of it. And there's always something new. I like that. It's nice that every year there seems to be something different to do that keeps people coming back. I think I've liked seeing the different themes of the different haunts evolve over time. Entertainment, things like that. I think, doing the magic show during the Scarywood event was a great thing to have come back. Now that was something the first year I remember I really liked because being a big Disneyland fan, I remember the Haunted Mansion music that was right at the start.
Yeah.
I was like, am I hearing that? I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. But yeah. Like I said earlier, we never miss Nick Norton ever. So whether it's October or July, we're always going to see him. So that's always fun. What else? It's just been cool to see it grow and get better and better every year. And we've been almost every single year that it's been open. I think we missed 1 year, if I'm remembering right.
Okay.
But otherwise, we've been every single year and gotten pictures and everything. So it's been fun to kind of see it grow and evolve and change. And it's been.
Do you have
cool.
any tips for people who maybe haven't been to Scarywood and just like the visitor guide for Scarywood?
Yeah. So our now you're having me give away all our secrets.
I know. Well, they're on the website.
Well, they are. But we only have like 5 people that read the blog, right? So obviously, again, get there early. And then I feel like the earlier in the month that you come, the less crowded it is. But I feel like, it's been easier to get through everything in one night since the train was retired.
Yeah.
So, understand the logistics of that for sure.
Yeah.
But we always just go straight to the far south end of the park when we get in. Most people are kind of, staying towards the north side of the park. And we just go straight for Timber Terror, do that first once or twice before the line gets long for that, and then just kind of work our way back. But that seems to be a pretty good strategy.
Yeah.
We've never had a night where we've not gotten through everything, sometimes multiple times, including the big coasters too. So
What's the one monster that scares you the most?
There's only one right answer for this.
In Jordan's case, yeah. Jordan knows what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
I know what I want to hear.
I will say over all the years, the only time that I actually was legitimately like ran away scared was the first year. And it was the chainsaw guy at the end of the Terror
Terror
Canyon.
Canyon.
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
We got out of the trench and we were starting to walk up the path, and then all of a sudden he starts chasing us, and I was like, "Oh, geez,
Where? Yeah.
get out! We gotta get out of here." So that was, and I think that's a variation of that guy that's still around.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple, but I mean, we put a lot of those into the swine haunt this last year. But
Have
it's
you
hard.
ever been scared by the scary bush Gilly Man before, though?
No, but I know who that is.
Yeah.
One of them.
One
Only
of
late at
them,
night.
yeah.
Only late at
We'll
night.
get him this year, Jordan.
We'll
We'll
work-
get him.
we'll-
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the mission.
Okay.
We're going to
All
get
right.
you.
Be a mission.
We're going to get you.
Man,
And
I
I'll
don't
have
know.
the camera ready, and then
We'll get it on footage.
yeah, exactly.
And if not, then we'll have the chainsaw guy right behind me.
Oh,
Just
that's
in
a
case.
good idea.
Boom,
So,
good
yeah,
scare.
earmuffs, you're not listening right
Yeah,
now.
there
Because,
you
this is our plan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. I guess, I mean, the only other thing we have.
As the ice cream truck.
Yes, this might be a little on the spot. Not like this whole thing wasn't on the spot already.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, let's give a little backup for people,
Okay.
just so they know that we legitimately pulled Chris out of the park today.
Yes, he was here.
He
We're like,
was ready to go ride rides, and we're like, nope, you're going to be on a podcast today. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But we didn't prepare either.
no, that we had to be a little more opportunistic because, I mean, when you guys aren't
When-
coming back probably
yeah.
until later.
Yeah, probably not.
Scarywood.
Probably
Yeah.
Scarywood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So we weren't
now's
going to
the
miss out
time.
on our opportunity
Yeah.
to talk to
Gosh.
you. And so just so everyone knows, he did a great job, even
Yeah.
though we literally pulled him in straight off the streets.
Yes.
So anytime.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys reaching out. It's been
course.
fun. So
Yeah.
Well,
so
and
one
it-
last thing.
I would say your inside scoop is like, what's one super secret tip that someone who maybe had never been here or maybe has been here that you would give? I know you've given some tips already, but maybe you have one more deep in there
Yeah.
that would be useful for someone.
stop by the coffee shop in the morning before you go into the park and get a blueberry muffin top.
Yes, my favorite.
You didn't get a standing ovation for
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, absolutely. I was introduced to these as of recently.
Yeah, she
and-
didn't know they existed until I told her.
Oh my gosh. And then that first taste, that 1st bite, like, and you know, when you think like someone's exaggerating and then you try it.
You're not.
And I was like, Jordan's not lying. Like wow.
Yeah,
So
well,
good.
the other thing that I know you guys always go to is you eat at Lindy's.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Or are we going to get into this?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I would love to get into this.
I don't know.
So double scoop. Let's go.
Oh, I'm
I know.
still not over that you got rid of the tandem jump, guys.
I know.
What? What's
Yeah.
a tandem jump, guys?
That was
She doesn't even know what the tandem jump.
What?
That
Air
was
show?
the no. Well, yeah. It was
Okay.
the themed soup and salad combo that used to be on the menu, and
Yeah.
Oh.
was
We'll have to
recently
bring
dropped.
this up because we got a tweet. Do you still call them tweets?
X's.
No, we got a tweet yesterday with a picture of
Yeah,
the
what you
menu, and I
Oh,
saw
someone
it.
is watching.
I saw it, and I was like,
Is it? Oh.
yeah.
So
So
what
we need
exactly
to talk.
was it?
But you like the gingham salad, right?
Yes, we
Okay.
do. That's that. So
Okay.
that would be another
The gingham
little-
salad is pretty good. I've had that. Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
been getting
Yeah.
that as long as I can remember. But yeah, we used to, that was our go-to every time, was the tandem jump, the soup and salad. It was like a half salad, half small soup in a bread bowl, and that was like our favorite thing to get in. And last year, you guys broke my heart,
I'm so sorry.
but
Okay.
it's okay.
It wasn't us.
We'll send
it
this to
wasn't
the
us.
powers that be. Yeah, because I
We-
did have the soup and the bread. So I've had the gingham salad and I've had the soup and the bread bowl. I've never had them together.
You need
That
to
would
go
be
in
a
the
great
tandem
combo.
jump.
Yeah. that'd be a
Okay,
great
we
combo,
will
so-
pass that on.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
pass it on. I would say
Okay.
another tip is go to Roller Coaster Alley blog
Yes.
and read all of their like ride reviews and
Yeah.
their visitor guide. And
If you're looking for it, you can find it.
yeah, it's all there, and you can go back in the archives and all that
used-
stuff
I used their blog for knowledge
to get to know
when
the
I
park.
first started working here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, that says something right there.
All
Like,
right.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
things that maybe from a different perspective, you know, doing public relations and whatnot.
Well, and I like to go
was
on
great.
and read anything that the community, like the little like forum
Yeah.
posts. I know it doesn't. There's not a lot on there, but
No,
every
not
time,
anymore, but-
every time someone posted on there, I was like, usually people asking for like the music. Like they're like a
Yeah,
lot of
I
people
see
that
that
wanting
a lot,
what's the
too.
music, what's this music, especially in like the haunts and
Yeah.
all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So
Or Boulder Beach's playlist.
yeah, so if you're listening and you want to like join the community about
that's a great
about
one.
Silverwood, go to the Roller Coaster Alley blog and
Yeah.
join.
Yeah. Give yourself a plug. Is it just
All right. Yep, rollercoasteralley.com.
Yeah. So perfect. Chris, thanks so much for being with us today.
No worries.
It was
Thank
so much
you.
fun.
Anytime.
Yes.
And everybody stay tuned for next week. Don't forget to sign up as our next loyal listener. We could be calling you next at silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast.
And go ride some roller coasters.
All right. Will do.
Ooh, that's
On
bad.
this week's
Shit.
ride.
We're going to redo that.
And that's a wrap on this week's ride.
That wasn't even that scary.
Thanks for tuning in to The Silverwood Show. If you had a blast, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share the fun with your fellow thrill seekers. Got a question, story, or suggestion? Send it our way to podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com for a chance to be featured in our Mail Train segment. Until next time, keep your hands and feet inside the podcast and stay thrilling.
Let's go again.
Silverwood, come join the fun.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, see Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.